Tonight, puppets are taking over the world, and there's nothing you can do to stop them. Fire up your sewing machine because we're about to stitch up some truth. This is the Stephen Colbert Puppet Challenge. Just what is the Stephen Colbert Puppet Challenge? It's the most popular meme in the history of the internet, and I started it. Right now, in the video you're watching, right now. And even though I don't need to tell you what it is because you already know, I will because I love you. You're my special little nation. There's a show called Boom, which is made by Hogworks Studios, which is run by Brian Hogg. Brian wants to have the real Stephen Colbert on the second season of Boom as a guest star, but he knows he could never afford to pay him. So he built me so I could deliver this challenge. Stephen Colbert, if you agree to be a guest star on Boom, Brian Hogg will agree to come on your show and give you me, the puppet Stephen Colbert, and let you keep me in your set absolutely free forever. You're probably wondering what the catch is. Well, I can tell you there is no catch. All you need are the balls to take the Stephen Colbert Puppet Challenge. Do you have the balls, Stephen Colbert? I hope you do. So does Brian. So does the world. Now, why should anyone care about the Stephen Colbert Puppet Challenge? Why should I get to be on the show? I'll tell you, because I deserve it. Why do I deserve it? Because I'm Stephen Colbert. Now, sure, the members of the Realityista will say, but you're not the real Stephen Colbert. And on the one hand, they have a point. On the other hand, though, they're completely and totally wrong. But since I'm a fair and balanced person, I looked into their drug-induced claims and found that there's absolutely nothing to them. Where did I check, you ask? My gut. And my gut tells me I am the real Stephen Colbert. And that's one fact check you can take to the bank. The bank in my gut. Look, even if you want to sit there and say it doesn't matter what my gut tells me, which would make you completely wrong, that I can't be the real Stephen Colbert because the real Stephen Colbert is made of flesh, blood, and bone, which is yet to be proven, while I'm only foam, fleece, and a few bits of fabric, the fact of the matter is, none of that matters in the slightest. Because even if that's all true, even if I really am just a puppet, and I'm not saying I am, the fact is, I'm better than the flesh and bones Colbert. Think about it. I look just like him, I wear the same clothes he does, I've got the same glasses, and my ear's the same. Plus, I don't eat or drink, so I don't need to stop for meals like he does, and I don't generate any waste, so we can finally rip out those useless bathrooms in the studio, recovering all that primo real estate to put it to a much better use, creating a patriotic hall of mirrors that will finally allow me to stage the all-Stephen Colbert roundtable discussion group I've been wanting for 18 months. Lastly, and most importantly, I'm completely bear-proof. Think about it. I don't look like a predator or smell like prey, so any bear would completely ignore me, giving me the perfect opportunity to sneak up behind it with a giant mallet and rid the world of its greatest threat. The only thing that isn't better about me than old fleshy Colbert is the voice. The cadence sounds fine, sure, but the pitch is all wrong. I don't sound like an important figure in the world, a personality beloved by all. I sound like a Canadian. I sound like a poutine-swilling, peace-loving, healthcare-having, beaver jockey, and I'm sick of it. I want to sound like a patriot, like a bear-hating, district-knowing, black friend-having, lightsaber-wielding American hero. I want to sound like who I already am. I want to sound like Stephen Colbert. Now this is where you come in, nation. I need your help. I know, me need your help? What help can you possibly give to me? How can you, someone who doesn't even work at the Colbert Report, get me on the Colbert Report? It's simple. All you have to do is get every single person you know to take the Stephen Colbert Puppet Challenge. How do they take the Stephen Colbert Puppet Challenge? They get everyone they know to take the Stephen Colbert Puppet Challenge, which is telling everybody about the challenge itself, unless you're Stephen Colbert, in which case the challenge is to put me on the show. Remember, it's only by reaching all 6 billion of my fans that the real Stephen Colbert will realize how much he needs me on his show. And when he does, he'll fold like the surrendering Frenchman his last name suggests he is. Here's what you do. Send people the link to this video, which is puppetchallenge.hogworks.com. Email them, text them, put it in your Twitter feed, in your blog, in your Facebook page, in that forum you go to. Put one of our Puppet Challenge graphics in your signatures. Spread the word. And tell everyone you know to spread the word too, because it's only if you spend your every waking hour helping me out that my dreams, and the dreams of the nation, the dreams of the world, can be achieved. Because if you help me, you'll be an American hero, no matter what country you're from. What are you waiting for, nation? You should be taking the Stephen Colbert Puppet Challenge.